All right, so I want to run through really quickly how we describe scatterplots or how we talk about scatterplots. So the things we want to discuss are the direction, the form, the strength, and the unexpected. So for the direction, what we're looking at, specifically what we're looking at for these patterns is do our dots make a fairly straight looking line? Okay, and with that line, is it uphill? So we would say that's a positive direction, meaning that as x increases, y also tends to increase. Is it a negative or downhill relationship, meaning that as x increases, y tends to decrease or go down? We could have a flat relationship, so there's really just no change at all in y, or there could be a relationship of another type. So this could be like a parabola, it could be exponential, something like that. And in that case, we would say that there's no direction or no association because we're looking at this from the perspective of this being fitting this to a line. The next thing we would look at is the form. So again, we're talking about, is this a line or does it have some sort of curve? Or does it look like you gave my nieces a jar of glitter and they just threw it everywhere and made a mess? The third thing we're going to look at is the strength of the relationship. So how closely together are those dots? If they're pretty nicely packed together and it seems like it would be pretty easy to maybe fit a line through them, kind of lining them up, we would say that's a stronger relationship. As they start to spread apart more and it gets harder to tell where the line is, that would be moderate. And if you are really struggling to determine if the line should even go uphill or downhill, then we're looking at a really weak relationship. Okay, and we're actually going to put numbers to that in this lesson, and we'll kind of figure out how exactly to quantify that a little bit better than just weak, moderate, strong. The last thing we're going to look at is the unexpected. So these would be any outliers. So a dot that doesn't fit the pattern or clusters or something like that. All right, so let's give this an example. Let's give an example and give this a try. You have a scatter plot here with beach visitors, and along the dependent axis, the x-axis, we have the temperature, and then along the vertical axis, that y-axis, we have the number of visitors. So I'd like you to try and identify the direction, form, strength, the unexpected. There's kind of one point there that doesn't fit, so see if you can come up with a reason for that. Go ahead and pause the video, give that a chance quick to try out. All right, so hopefully you gave that a try. So our direction here is positive. It looks like it's mostly uphill. And since it's easy to tell that, I would say it's fairly linear. It's a little wonky, but mostly linear. I feel like I would have a pretty easy time fitting a line through there. So I would say that this is fairly strong. And then there is that unexpected. So there's that dot that's down around 87 degrees and 130 visitors. And there's some possible explanations for that. But that gives you a quick run through on how to just kind of eyeball that and describe that and talk about it.